Welcome to the 16th Annual Richmond Hill Christmas Parade. With your hosts, Mandy Starling and Steve Gregory.
Jingle bells ring and jingle bells ring.
With holiday entertainment for all ages.
Bustles of fun. Now that the jingle hop.
Brought to you by WGSA CW13.
Jingle bell rock. Jingle bells chime.
Sponsored by Coastal Chevrolet.
Dancing and prancing in Jingle Bell Square. In the frosty air.
Produced by Final Cut Productions.
What a bright time. It's the right time to rock the night away.
And now, the 16th Annual Richmond Hill Christmas Parade. With your hosts, Mandy and Steve.
Riding in a one-horse sleigh. Whoa, giddy up.
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas. Welcome. This is the 16th Annual Richmond Hill Christmas Parade, and the theme of this year's parade, Mandy?
Is Sweet Candy Christmas, Steve.
And we are here coming to you live, or if you're watching this on Christmas Eve, I suppose recorded live on WGSA Television, CW13. And please, we'll say at the outset, if things start falling over, bear with us. This is the first time the parade has been shown on television live.
Live, yes, exactly, Steve.
So we're kind of feeling our way along as we go, and just as soon as you count down the 4, 3, 2, 1, here goes everything falling around. We're having a good time with it, expecting to see some wonderful things today here at the Richmond Hill Christmas Parade.
Exactly, and Coastal Chevrolet is one of our top sponsors for today. We want to say a special thank you to them.
We certainly do appreciate their participation, allowing you folks to see this at home, and we do have a lot of folks out here watching the parade today. I think it has stepped off just a few moments ago. It'll take a few seconds for it to reach us here at our viewing area. And we're looking from City Hall. We're on the second floor, City Hall, with all these people downstairs. And I think we're going to have some shots of the parade from street level as we go on. Several different camera angles that you'll be able to see the parade from in the comfort of your own home. So you're not sitting here freezing to death, right, Mandy?
Exactly, Steve. And two, we're going to be having special guests that join us throughout the parade, which is really neat. We have Kristen Cuevas and just different guests that are going to be coming on with us. You make sure you stay and watch that.
This is the 16th year of the Christmas parade here in Richmond Hill. The parade was started by former Mayor Richard Davis, was actually the person who got the parade started some 16 years ago. And it will start out on Maple Street. If you know Richmond Hill much at all, and I'm rather new to the area, so I'm still feeling my way around, but if you know Richmond Hill at all, you'll know where Maple Street is. Starts out on Maple Street, continues on to Cherry Street, heading west on Highway 144. That's Ford Avenue right here in front of us, and then ends here at the Richard R. Davis Drive here at City Hall in Richmond Hill.
And we have such a great crowd right here at us. Did you see all the people? They're just really enjoying and just trying to stay warm.
I've got my hot coffee next to me and my chapstick because it's a little breezy up this way.
Yes, it is.
But I have to say, for December the 3rd, this is not too bad.
No.
I'm used to it being 17 degrees at this time of the year from where I'm from. So,
goodness.
Coastal Georgia is nice at Christmas
Well,
time.
welcome to the South, okay?
Thank you, ma'am. Tell us a little bit about yourself, Mandy.
I'm originally from here in the South, so we were talking earlier about snow and everything. We don't see snow very often here. And when we do, we're out playing and just having a great time, but I enjoy the South. I wouldn't live anywhere else.
Do you ever get enough snow to make a snowball?
I think I've done that one time in my life. Yeah.
More of a slush ball?
Yeah.
You do some film work, I understand.
Right. I am an actress also.
Can you give us a little idea where we may have seen you recently, some of the shows?
Well, the films that I've done is the movie called Savannah. We just filmed back in February. And I just finished a film called Untouched about a month ago. And I have the show called See Savannah on the CW. They can watch me there. Yes.
First episode, I think, and I'm looking forward to the next edition, the next installment. That's coming up this week, I understand?
Yes, sir. Yes, it is. Yes. And how about you? Tell us a little bit about where you're from, Steve.
Well, let's see. Born an old fat boy, even at the age of 1. West Virginia resident originally, but I moved here as quickly as I could. I've been in the Savannah area for over a year now. But we first came down here, my wife and I, in 2003 to visit the area and just fell in love with the Spanish moss and the old homes and the history of the area. I couldn't wait to move here.
Well, that sounds great. And we are so glad to have you here, Steve.
Wanted to mention the 2011 parade here in Richmond Hill. The committee members of the parade putting all this together. This is not an easy thing to do. These folks have been working hard all year long.
They have.
Nancy Fry, Roberta Bennett, Butch Broom, Michelle Meacham, Harvey Lashley, Amanda Steyer, and William Tootie Bates, all the members of the 2011 parade committee.
Right. And did you know, I'm sorry to interrupt you, did you know that this is a whole weekend event here?
I understand we had a chili cook-off last night.
Yes, we did. And matter of fact, the winner of the chili cook-off was John Bennett. And the quote that we heard earlier was, it was not too hot, not too mild, not too mild, sweet and delicious. Sounds wonderful. Yummy in my tummy, right?
Absolutely. John Bennett, that was his booth was called Notch 8, or his chili was called Notch 8, something like that.
Yes,
the name of it.
exactly.
It's really very good. Tonight there will be a boat parade at Fort McAllister Marina. Now that's starting at 6:30 p.m. Will be followed by fireworks this evening here in Richmond Hill and Liquid Ginger.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us about Liquid Ginger.
Liquid Ginger is a rock and pop band, and I'm really interested. They are really big here in the South. And I did a interview with Fishtails, and they are going to be there at Fishtails.
Is that it?
It's a restaurant.
Oh, okay.
It's
great.
a restaurant. Yes, and it's going to be really interesting. I want to see them. I really do. I'm going to go.
And then tomorrow, the annual Richmond Hill 2011 Holiday Tour of Homes, sponsored by Richmond Hill Friends of the Library, the Garden Club, the Historical Society, and Arts on the Coast. I think there's a couple more, if you'll pardon me while I turn this page.
You go right ahead.
I needed a few extra hands here. St. Anne Council on Catholic Women. You can purchase tickets still by calling 756-3697. 756-3697 for the Tour of Homes tomorrow in Richmond Hill.
And I think it's going to be really great. I've heard a lot of good things about that Tour of Homes.
Some beautiful homes here in Richmond Hill, and of course some fairly famous residents here in the area.
Yes.
We're hearing I think this is the parade kicking off.
Yes, it is. We are so excited. But this year's Grand Marshal is Bobby Carpenter, and the broadcast could not be possible without the support of our local businesses that are brought to you by ads in the broadcast. So we want to say a special thank you. Say a special thank you to them.
Absolutely, and to all of the folks watching at home. If you get an opportunity to visit these guys and tell them, hey, thanks for sponsoring the Christmas parade so we can do this again next year.
Exactly. That's exactly right.
We're hearing them do some talking here. There's a podium downstairs where they're addressing the crowd. I'm sure part of that is coming across on the broadcast. But as we get ready for the parade to make its way to our area here, our viewing area, an opportunity to see all of the floats and all the hard work that goes into putting something like this together.
It does. And as you say, hard work, I wanted to say a special thank you to Richmond Hill Florist for my little thing right here.
Lovely.
Yes, it's a little arrangement that they have for me. Thank you to Richmond Hill Florist.
And the mistletoe? Oh.
And the no, I don't think we have a mistletoe.
I made that up.
And all the decorations were by the city. It is beautiful down here. It really is how they've done the decorations. And more people keep pouring in. It's really getting...
It's a wonderful time of year, and you know, I'm one of these people, Mandy, that I start celebrating Christmas as soon as I can get Halloween out of the way.
Okay.
It's not just a day for me. It's not just December the 25th. It's all the way from Halloween up to Super Bowl Sunday. That includes my birthday. It includes Thanksgiving Day, of course, Christmas Eve and New Year's. All the way up to Super Bowl Sunday, I celebrate the Christmas season. Actually, you'd hate me. I'm one of these guys that starts listening to Christmas carols in August. I love
There
it.
is nothing wrong with that. You want to get into the Christmas spirit early. I understand completely.
Absolutely. It's just not, it's too big of an event to cover just one day. You know, it has to be an entire season. I love all about it. The music, the smells, the cookies. Little Christmas traditions you have when your kids are growing up. Now all my kids are grown and out of the nest now, and I'm about to become a grandfather. Just got word last night that my daughter will be going into the hospital Monday morning
to
deliver
great.
my second grandchild. It's a little boy this time.
Oh,
and
precious.
so the Christmas tradition continues, and I remember as my kids were growing up, I made a comment one time about, my mother always had Christmas cookies baking, and you'd always walk in the house and you can smell the Christmas cookies, and the wife says, well, okay, wise guy, you want Christmas cookies, you bake them. So that was one of the traditions my kids and I picked up. We started baking Christmas cookies together many years ago, and I think the wife actually got the worst end of the deal because we had all the good Christmas cookies, and she had to clean up the mess.
Oh, my goodness. So that is your fondest memory of Christmas?
Well, it's odd. We were talking about that in church last Sunday, about a Christmas that you remember most, and they all kind of run together for me. There's so many memories and such a joyful time with people that you've you share Christmas with. This year, that's a special time, but people that have been with us in the past that are no longer with us, that you still have those memories of those Christmases together, and it's just a wonderful thing, a wonderful feeling that I wish we could make it go all year long.
That is exactly right. And my fondest memory of Christmas is with my grandmother, baking with my grandmother. She's 93 this year.
Bless her heart.
Yes, and we're very blessed that she is still with us. And every year she's baking our pound cakes and all the delicious things that we are to eat. But yes, it is amazing. Now, one thing I wanted to go on is we have 80 entries this year.
80 or 90?
80 or 90.
Growing.
Every time we turn around, it's getting bigger and bigger. Which there's nothing wrong with that.
Add these guys to the list. They've just joined in. So
yes, before we went on air, it's like, okay, we've got to add a few more. So.
And that's wonderful. I mean, to have this kind of participation certainly makes it that much more enjoyable for the folks who are here because the parade lasts a little bit longer, and the folks watching at home as well, all of the things that we get to see for the parade.
That's exactly right. And if I hear right, I thought I heard some sirens just a minute ago. Do you hear that?
That may mean that they're coming to take me away, or the parade is getting closer.
Goodness. No, not coming to take you away. No, we don't want to do that. I see a police motorcycle.
Richmond Hill's finest. We have some of the police officers, I guess, heading up the parade, and he's cutting some donuts out there in the middle of the highway.
Oh my goodness, he is going for some donuts, isn't he?
Don't try this at home. Only on parade day.
Now, again, we will be speaking with a special guest that will come on with us, Kristen Cuevas from Coastal Chevrolet, and Catherine Grant, and Laura Lane, too, will be joining us a little bit later on.
We're excited to have these folks with us today. And once again, Coastal Chevrolet in particular, our major sponsor here for the parade on WGSA Television. And I want to give a special thank you to Mike Heiser and his crew, Final Cuts Productions.
Yes, exactly.
These guys working hard. They were out here for hours yesterday getting the cameras all set so that we would have plenty of coverage all throughout the parade route.
Yes, they are doing a great job. We really appreciate everything they've done here.
Now, it's one thing to come and watch a parade and, relax and enjoy yourself and freeze a little bit. But
yes, but see him and his donuts on his motorcycle. The kids are enjoying that.
But all of the work that goes behind the scenes, putting us all together with the guys with the cameras and making sure that everything works right, microphones are working, cameras are working, lights are set, makeup is done, all set. Let the parade begin.
That's exactly right. So we have the Bryan County Sheriff's Department. Now coming up here, let's see.
Have you seen the parade marshal yet? Has he already come through?
No, I do not think so. Now this is the Fort Stewart 3rd Infantry Band.
They will be making their way here in front of the camera here in just a few seconds.
Yes.
The color guard leading the way with the red, white, and blue flying.
Now this is a 40-piece musical assembled through the ability to provide a variety of musical groups for the military and the community events. That's really neat.
The 3rd Infantry Division's band's diverse musical groups include a ceremonial band, a marching band, concert band, jazz combo, stage band, brass, and woodwind quintets, and a show band.
The members of the 3rd Infantry Division Band are dedicated and professional soldiers. Despite being talented musicians and performers, the 3rd Infantry Division Band members are soldiers first and have deployed 4 separate times in support of Operation Iraq Freedom and Operation of New Dawn.
Professional soldiers ready and capable of accomplishing any task set before them. As they prove time and time again, located at Fort Stewart, the band travels around the southeastern U.S. performing music with technical proficiency and precision that represents the professionalism of today's Army.
Right. And we have, let's see, Mr. Bobby Carpenter, the Grand Marshal, is here. And we have our judges that have just come up. Do you see our judges? The grand
right down
judges.
below our viewing area here. Are these the judges or the parade committee?
There is Faith Joe Smith, Sherry Wilson, and Ray.
I'm sorry, I lost my place there. Ray Osorio.
So they have kicked off our parade. We're very excited about that.
Now, some of the Grand Marshals riding in this year's parade, of course, current Mayor Harold Fowler. He was our parade marshal in 2010. Tommy Lancaster was parade marshal in 1998. Tommy Daring was parade marshal in 2008. They're riding in today's parade as well. Jimmy Burnsted was the parade marshal in 2005, and former Mayor Richard R. Davis, again, as we mentioned, started the parade. He was the Grand Marshal in 1996, and Margaret Judy in 2007. All of those folks riding in today's parade.
And we're in commercial. Okay, well, we will be right back with Kristen Cuevas from Coastal Chevrolet.
After these messages.
Exactly.
It's a holiday of savings event at Coastal Chevrolet. Get the best year-end savings on our full Chevy lineup today.
Right now, the 44 MPG Chevy Cruze, just $149 per month. 2011 Camaro Coupes get 3.9% APR plus $1,000 bonus cash. 2011 Suburbans and Tahoes, buy at factory invoice, get 0% for 72 months plus $500 holiday bonus cash.
Happy holidays from Coastal Chevrolet, saving you the most on the coast.
Having to take prescription medications shouldn't keep your kids from being kids. At Richmond Hill Pharmacy, we know the importance of providing kid-friendly medications in flavors they love and in forms that are easy for them to take. We provide expert medication counseling and interaction screening and work with you and your pediatrician to tailor dosages just for them. Personal attention to your whole family's health that you simply won't find anywhere else. Richmond Hill Pharmacy. It's like having a pharmacist in the family.
The Urgent Care Center of Richmond Hill brings professional medical care close to home for Richmond Hill, Hinesville, and surrounding areas. Urgent care is more affordable, faster, and more convenient than the ER. And at the Urgent Care Center of Richmond Hill, they treat a range of symptoms including the common cold, sprains and strains, cuts and scratches, and much more. Lab testing and x-rays are done on site and you never need an appointment. So, for your urgent medical needs, come to the Urgent Care Center of Richmond Hill, locally owned and operated with extended hours to best serve you.
And we are back with Kristen Cuevas, who is the spokesperson for Coastal Chevrolet. How are you doing, Kristen?
Hi, Mandy. I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. We're so glad you were able to join us today.
I'm so happy to be here as well. Happy holidays.
Now, we are so thankful that Coastal Chevrolet is one of our major sponsors here.
Yes, yes.
So tell us a little bit about the new cars and trucks and SUVs.
We are so excited, especially about the 2012s. Coming out. If you haven't already, you need to stop by the lot. We have the Chevy Cruze, Equinox. We're excited about the Sonic, and especially, I know everybody's been waiting on the Volt. So come on over and take a look if you haven't already.
They are really neat. I love the Equinox.
Yes, yes.
It's really neat. Now, tell me, do you have a website?
You know, that's probably the neatest thing if I couldn't tell you already. If you don't have the time to stop by our lot and say hello to our friendly staff, get online. If you go to coastalchevrolet.com, you can actually, Mandy, now do all your shopping right online.
That's great.
Yeah, you can pick out the vehicle, the color you like, the budget, even set up service appointments and all. So we're really excited about that. Just go to coastalchevrolet.com and or we'd love you to stop by the lot and do a test drive as well.
Well, that would
be neat. We have some great deals. We're doing the holiday savings event this month, so this is the month. If you have that special somebody looking for a new vehicle, stop on by.
Now, tell me, how did you become the face of Coastal Chevrolet?
Well, you know, that's kind of funny, Mandy. See, Mandy's a good friend of mine. And you were the one that actually told me about the talent contest, I believe.
Because I knew you would be great at it.
So I went out and tried out, and thanks to all the voters, here I am.
See?
But
I can spot talent a mile away.
You know, Manny, I'm so glad that you did, though, because I work with the best group over there. They're just so friendly and a great staff, and I love it. I'm very happy.
That is awesome. And what exactly, you're driving a new vehicle also, too, aren't you?
I am very happy about that, yes. I'm in, actually, the Tahoe. 2011 at the LTZ, fully loaded.
Oh.
So my son's loving the DVD player and all that great features that it has along with it. So.
And you've done several appearances also, right?
Yes. So I'm enjoying all of it. It's been a lot of fun.
Well, that is great. Well, thank you so much for joining us here.
Thanks for having us here.
I'm glad you're able to see everything, and maybe you can see the parade. And
yes, that's what
everybody.
I'm looking. I'm excited about it. So it's going to be a lot of fun today.
Yes.
But happy holidays, everybody. Come see us at Coastal Chevrolet, saving you the most on the coast.
Thank you, Kristen.
All right.
I'll let you hop down off the chair there if you're ready there. Thank you, Kristen. Merry Christmas to you. And I'm sure if you stop in to see the folks there at Coastal Chevrolet, they'll set you right up with it. Put a big red bow.
Yes, they are very nice down there. They're very good group of people.
We've got Andy Griffith. Maybe is that
Oh, my goodness. No, we have the Grinch.
Oh, is
the Grinch of Christmas. Yes, okay. He is riding in the sheriff's car.
We missed the while we were talking with Kristen. You saw it on the camera there. Visions of Sugar Plums float by the Richmond Hill Spouses Association. They were established in December of 2010. President Shannon Sacalarios leads a team of Richmond Hill spouses to provide support to the Richmond Hill officers and their families. They do fundraisers and accept donations so that they may provide meals to sick families of the police department, host a Christmas party for their employees, and they have a Facebook page if you'd like more information. The Richmond Hill Spouses Association with their Visions of Sugar Plums float that came in earlier.
That is so neat. Now, we have so many coming up. I cannot believe all these entries that we have, Steve. It's great.
Absolutely. We have another float coming up here. I think this is the Richmond Hill High School marching band. It looks like they have a color guard along with them leading before. I don't see the band in view yet.
No. This looks like the ROTC. Is it ROTC or?
Yes, it
Wildcat? Yes. The RHHS, Young Republicans. That is our youth leaders. That is what we look for, our next in line, our leaders.
This is the Wildcat Battalion, I have been informed. The Wildcat Battalion. And I'm assuming they are from Richmond Hill High School?
Yes, Richmond Hill ROTC, and Richard R. Davis, former mayor of Richmond. And he is throwing out candy.
That always makes me nervous when they throw out candy. Little kids run out.
The kids will
watch out for the wheels, kids.
That's true. Now that's a neat little car that he's riding in.
And coming up following the mayor, we have Sheriff Clyde Smith, Sheriff of Bryan County. And it looks as though he has the family perhaps in the car with him. Waving at the folks and everyone trying to stay warm. Bryan County Fire Department is up next with their fire and rescue squad, and
he's got his music going. Clee, Rudolph the Red-Nosed.
This is a very old fire engine coming in behind him. Looks like these guys are having to pull it. That's a sleigh there with reindeer pulling the fire truck.
It's the Bryan County Fire Department Southern Division. Oh my goodness, they are. They've got their reindeer in the front pulling their fire truck. It's the Hillbillies.
Fur Department. The Fur Department.
It's the Hillbillies. Hello.
We won't ask what they're brewing in that still.
The outhouse is on fire. Steve, the outhouse is on fire.
It wouldn't be Christmas unless you set the outhouse on fire.
Exactly.
And then a pink fire car, Pink Heels.
Now, that is really interesting. I was able, back in October, to sign the fire truck.
Wonderful.
With the Pink Heels.
I'm assuming they took donations to sign it?
They did, and my grandmother had fought breast cancer, too.
I see, all right.
Yes, we're very blessed to have her.
The Bryan County Fire Department there with their
fire and rescue
truck. I tell you what, a lot of times we don't, I guess since September 11th, we've thought about it more often, but these guys actually put their lives on the line every day. You never know what you're going into when you head into a fire, and these guys are out there risking their lives for it. We appreciate their.
We are very blessed to have them.
Absolutely. Coming up next, we've got the Grand Marshal Tommy Lancaster. He is past Grand Marshal.
Past Grand Marshal from 1999. And I think he is out of candy. He just turned up his bucket. He was out of candy.
Well, he made it just in time. I understand this is actually the end of the parade route, is where we're seated above the viewing stand. So his candy lasted just long enough to get it to everybody up here.
And yes, that's we've had such a great turnout here, which is really neat.
And I think we have some interviews that we're going to pause for these recorded interviews. Okay.
All right, so we'll see you back. Welcome back. I'm Mandy Starling. I'm here at Fish Tales with Butch Broon. How are you doing?
I'm great, Mandy. How are you?
I'm great. Tell us a little bit about the committee that you're on with the Christmas Parade.
I've been doing the Richmond Hill Christmas Parade for about 15 years. My job is to get the parade lined up and get it going.
Oh, sounds like fun.
It
also,
is.
too, what are we having at Fish Tales afterwards?
After the Christmas Parade, we're going to be having a fishing tournament called Bikes for Tykes, which Fort McAllister Sport Fishing Club sponsors that. And all the money that's raised for that tournament will go to buy bicycles for underprivileged kids here in Bryan County.
Oh, okay.
As soon as the fishing tournament's over, we will start our boat parade. The boat parade will start around 7 to 7:30.
Okay.
And it will go from Fort McAllister State Park down to the point.
Okay.
And all the boats will come back to the dock.
All right.
Once the boats come back to the dock, we're going to have a big-time fireworks show.
Oh, neat.
When the fireworks are over, we will have Liquid Ginger playing here for the rest of the evening.
Oh, cool. And also, too, you told me that you're going to be bringing in tables and stuff to occupy all the people and everything.
Yeah, we'll have so many people down here that we'll bring in well over 100, 200 extra chairs and tables, to accommodate everyone.
And the fireworks, what is to be expected with the fireworks? I mean, from what you were mentioning, they're going to be pretty big.
It's a big-time show. It's just as good a show as you'll see anywhere in Savannah or anywhere else.
And what type of events at Fish Tales are coming up, or can you tell me?
Well, once the springtime gets here, we'll be having several fishing tournaments, some really big fishing tournaments. Two tournaments that we do every year is we do a Wounded Warriors tournament. Fort McAllister Sport Fishing Club puts that tournament on, where they take wounded warriors inshore and offshore fishing. We also have a military appreciation tournament that the Offshore Outlaws put on every year, where we'll
So now we have the Richmond Hill High School Marching Wildcats Band.
Absolutely. I think you can probably hear them playing Joy to the World as they're passing by the viewing stand here. The band has been directed by Danny Keene for the past 5 years. They have 120 members, and of course they were grand champions of the Coastal Empire Classic in Effingham earlier this year. They also participated in the Lafayette Marching Classic near Atlanta.
That's great. Well, they sound really good.
Competition. You can tell they've been practicing hard all year long to get it that tight. 120 members strong. When you get a band that size, they can put out a sound for sure.
Right. I've got you see the wind is blowing. It's a little chilly here today. I've got the hair. The hair is going everywhere.
But hey, that's part of the fun of it, a part of the Christmas joy, right?
That's exactly right. And as you just seen one of our interviews that I had did at Fish Tales, they're going to be having the boat parade later on tonight. Also, too, it's going to be followed by fireworks. And the Liquid Ginger is going to be there, which would be, it's going to be really great. I'm going to be there at the concert.
Now, are they, is more of a concert band than a dance band?
Well, both.
If I got up and shook my booty, would anybody say anything?
No, they wouldn't, because they're really good. Yes, when you hear their music, you want to get up and dance.
You never know with something like that, you know. It's sometimes people get upset if you get a performance band and people are out there dancing.
That's true. Right. Well, we are about to head to commercial, so make sure you stay tuned, and we will be right back with the Richmond Hill 16th Annual Christmas Parade.
It's a holiday of savings event at Coastal Chevrolet. Get the best year-end savings on our full Chevy lineup today.
Right now, the 44 MPG Chevy Cruze, just $149 per month. 2011 Camaro Coupes get 3.9% APR plus 1,000 bonus cash. 2011 Suburbans and Tahoes, buy at factory invoice, get 0% for 72 months plus $500 holiday bonus cash.
Happy holidays from Coastal Chevrolet, saving you the most on the coast.
Need a mover? Call Coleman American Moving Services, agent for Allied Van Lines. We've been part of the Richmond Hill skyline for over 30 years, servicing the Savannah, Hilton Head, Statesboro, and Brunswick and Golden Isles area. We also service both Hunter Army Airfield and Fort Stewart. So the next time you need a mover, call the professionals at Coleman American, 912-756-2660.
Computer Solutions and Office Supplies is the answer to all of your computer and office supply needs. We'll get any computer running fast and efficiently while providing unparalleled customer service. Computer Solutions and Office Supplies is the answer to your home or business network problems, and our parts inventory is second to none. Less than half the price of our competition. Mention this ad and get an additional 20% off.
When computer problems arise, there's only one answer. Computer Solutions and Office Supplies, Ford Plaza, Richmond Hill.
Computer Solutions and Office Supplies, Ford Avenue in Richmond Hill.
Welcome back to the 16th Annual Richmond Hill Christmas Parade, Sweet Candy Christmas. We're seeing all kinds of candy-themed floats along the parade route. Who do we have coming up next, Mandy?
Next, we have the Richmond Hill High School basketball cheerleaders. They are all festive with their Santa hats on here today. I think they're going to do a cheer for us. And they have signs that says, "Go Wildcats."
Excellent job.
Yes, makes me feel the spirit.
Did
Want
you
to
ever
get up
do any
and cheer
cheering yourself when you were in high school?
I did.
Did you?
I did.
Somehow I had a feeling that you might have been.
Paint it.
Always
paint it.
tell. So. And that's the Wildcat basketball cheerleaders with a painted black exposition there.
Looks like they're about out of candy too.
But they look to be plenty warm.
They do. And next we have, what is it? Offshore Outlaws. I love this boat. Have you seen this? Oh, his horn's a little loud too, isn't it?
Absolutely. I don't know if that horn is on the boat or on the car. The Offshore Outlaws, they're tournament fishing, charter fishing perhaps as well.
Yes, and the boat has been wrapped in, it looks like kind of a camo.
To remind us of the boat parade tonight at Fort McAllister at 6:30, and again Fort McAllister Marina.
They are having a time on that boat, aren't they? I might want to be out there on that boat.
In short sleeve shirts. What's the matter with them?
Oh, my goodness.
Don't they know it's Christmas?
And next we have Over the Hill Gang.
Over the Hill Gang with their president, Billy Reynolds. They're a group of car and vintage truck enthusiasts, classic vehicles. They've been organized since 1999 and particularly organized for today's parade. They meet at the Dairy Queen in Richmond Hill once a month on the first Saturday at 5 p.m.
I love these old cars. I'm a nut for old cars.
You like old cars. I'll tell you what, a lot of money goes into keeping an old car going. You know, you think it's a lot to keep a new car going. The largest event that these guys put on each year is their Great Ogeechee Seafood Festival. They raise funds to help support autism, gifts for children, and local food pantries around the area among some of the charities that they work with. They do have a website if you'd like some more information on the Over the Hill Gang. It's just www.overthehillgangrichmondhillga.com, all one word.
Now we have Jimmy Burns, and he is the Grand Marshal of 2005. He is up next, and there he is in his bright red Mustang car. And I was able to do an interview with him the other day. He is a very nice guy, one of the chairmen down there at the bank.
And when they ran out of candy, they were throwing out $5 bills.
Oh, I need to be down there.
Just kidding, just kidding.
And then we have the Richmond Hill Historical Society.
And next up, we've got, of course, Glenn Christian running for sheriff. Sheriff of Bryan County. Mr. Christian is a former Bryan County deputy, retired from the Sheriff's Department in 1997 after 11 years with the department. He has 23 years experience in law enforcement, and for the past 14 years has been a licensed private investigator. He was named the top Georgia investigator as serving as president for 2 terms with the Georgia Association of Professional Private Investigators out of Atlanta. He has 3 beautiful children, and one of his children, by the way, is currently employed as a police officer with the Richmond Hill Police Department.
And we have Miss Roberta Bennett, who was the Grand Marshal of 2003. And the Girl Scouts Cedar Unit. Oh, look at them with their festive shirts on and their Christmas hats. And the Councilwomen-elect will be
now,
up
as you
next.
can tell,
oh, well, here's the girl. We're still on the Girl Scouts. I didn't realize it. There was such a long line. And look at their float.
Several troops. This is not just one troop. This is several troops of the Richmond Hill area
and
here.
They're celebrating 100 years of Girl Scouts.
All told, 200 girls registered in Girl Scouts here in the area that these troops represent. And like you said, celebrating their 100th anniversary in March of 2012. Their current fundraisers, they're gathering used cell phones. If you have a used cell phone, you might want to get in touch with these folks. They give them to battered women at the women's shelter so that they can call 911 or the women's shelter. They're pre-programmed into the used cell phones if you have one that you're not using. They also have gathered items for hurricane victims in Alabama. And, of course, pre-sales for Girl Scout cookies begin in January and February with sidewalk sales in March.
Don't you love Girl Scout cookies? I love them.
I'm a sucker for Girl Scout cookies.
I can eat them all day.
I like the peanut butter. That's my favorite.
Now we have the Councilwomen-elect Jan Bass and Miss Claire Ford. Miss Clara Ford. Oh yes. She is so sweet. Miss Margaret Judy. I did an interview with her. She's a Grand Marshal for 2007. Sweet lady. She is the oldest living employee of the Ford Plantation.
Is that right?
That's a little bit of history for you. Yes.
She doesn't look it. She looks very young.
She does. She does. A very sweet lady, and I was able to sing Christmas carols with her son.
Sounds like fun.
Yes, we had a blast.
Next up, we've got a Boy Scout troop coming into view.
Oh.
After the Girl Scouts, naturally, you bring along the Boy Scouts.
And it's Cub Scouts Park 527. 527.
I was a Cub Scout as a kid, but I can't remember. On my honor to do my best, to do my duty. It's been many, many
years.
Oh,
heavens. I'm not sure. You'll have to educate me on that one.
We'll get a Cub Scout up here to help us out with it. Maybe we'll get Mikey to come in and fill us in on it.
That would be great. Well, there's quite a few of them. The line is going and going and going.
A lot of activities involved in scouting. They work in different activities to earn badges throughout the Cub Scouts, into the Boy Scouts, and even Eagle Scouts. A lot of great activities for them to be involved in, teaching them practical knowledge, things to help them in survival and helping others, and to do a good deed each day.
That is wonderful.
And their good today is joining us here at the parade.
Exactly. That is very motivating for young children nowadays.
You know what? You get a kid involved in scouting. There are camping trips and different activities that they're involved in that teach them survival techniques, and not just survival in the wild, but survival in everyday life. Just a good thing for them to be involved in.
And very positive.
And I found
that's
that
great.
Had it not been for scouting, I might have gotten into a whole lot more trouble than I did as a kid.
Well, next we have the Futch Golf Carts and JJ Beauty Salon. Oh, we're still on the Cub Scouts.
Then we've got the golf carts and the beauty salon following along here.
Yes, look at there. Oh, I love their little float.
Their sweet candy float there that the Scouts have worked hard on there with their M&Ms, candy canes, and lollipops. And they've got their chef's hats on their
Isn't that adorable?
Scout caps. Then immediately following the Scouts, Futch's golf carts and JJ's Beauty Salon have joined in together for this next float.
I think I need that golf cart right there. You see it? It's pink. It's pink with leopard. That's all about me.
There you go. That pink matches you perfectly. Now, Futch's Golf Cart, of course, they do sales and service on all golf carts. They offer pickup delivery if you're out on the green and all of a sudden your golf cart quits on you, you give them a call, they'll take care of you. They've been in business for 8 years with competitive pricing, and they deal in interstate golf cart batteries. JJ's Beauty Salon is at 480 Daniel Siding Loop. They've been in operation for 12 years and specialize in color. We have more of the parade coming up. Our thanks to the folks at Coastal Chevrolet, our sponsor here for this year's event, and the first time being televised on television on WGSA CW13. And we're going to pause for a few moments for these words from our sponsors.
Midnight Star Pottery is an interactive pottery studio in Richmond Hill, Georgia. At Midnight Star Pottery, we have everything you need to create your personal masterpiece. Bring your imagination, we'll supply the rest. Midnight Star Pottery is the perfect place for kids' birthday parties, bridal showers, baby showers, corporate outings, bar mitzvahs, and so much more. The sky's the limit at Midnight Star Pottery.
Welcome back to the 16th Annual Richmond Hill Christmas Parade. We're so glad you could join us. And my name is Mandy Starling, and
I'm Steve Gregory, and we're seated on the second floor of City Hall here in Richmond Hill, and we're watching the parade from this viewpoint.
Now we have right now is the Calvary Day School cheerleaders, and I think they're going to do a cheer for us, Steve.
Wonderful. Always up for a cheer. You can hop in there and help them if you like.
Oh, yes. I would like one of those purple Santa hats that they have on.
Those are pretty, very, very festive, very Christmassy. How many cheerleaders you estimate there in the lineup there? 30 to 40? I'm a bad gauge of that.
Oh, I would say about 15 to 20.
Oh, okay. See, I told you I was bad at that. But they're definitely going to do a cheer for us here. Bringing all the toys for all the girls and boys. They say Santa's coming in a purple sleigh this year. The cheerleaders from Calvary School.
Yes. They did great.
They certainly did. And you would never know that they're chilled down there. Actually, it's starting to warm up just a little bit. We got a nice little breeze going.
Maybe in the sun it's a little bit warmer. I think I would kind of be a little cold in those little skirts.
They always, but it amazes me, no matter what, the cheerleaders always had that smile.
They do. They do.
No matter how cold it would get.
I salute them for that, I'll tell you. And next we have is St. Anne's Church.
St. Anne's Preschool coming up on us here. They're under the direction of Debbie Ramsey. St. Anne's Preschool on...
Look at them dancing. Isn't that adorable, Steve?
They're located at 10550 Ford Avenue here in Richmond Hill. It's a Christian-based preschool serving children 2 years of age to pre-kindergarten. And they use the ECLE program, Enriching a Child's Literacy Environment program. The school's been in operation for over 20 years, and they pride themselves with small class sizes with only 53 students enrolled so that the teachers have time to spend plenty of quality time with each student.
That is great. And that's what kids need, especially at that age, Steve. Whenever you're first starting out, it's just really good to have that one-on-one time. Kids learn so much better with that. Well,
there's no replacement for a parent, but if you can get a good preschool, a good something like that to help out with it too, certainly goes a long way in preparing them for their elementary school education.
It really does. And look at all the strollers and all the parents participating in the parade today. That is oh, look at the kids in the sleigh. They've even made little face reindeer faces and everything.
And they brought along the family dog. You can get the family dog in the parade here with you. Looks like an Irish setter. He speaks with a brogue.
Well, at least he's probably staying really warm.
Once again, we want to thank the folks at Coastal Chevrolet, one of our sponsors here for the parade today, for allowing this to be aired on television, and all of the sponsors involved in the commercials that you see throughout the parade. Again, we'll ask you folks watching at home to, if you have an opportunity, stop by, patronize these folks because of their generosity and sharing this with you. We're able to put this on the air so that you can enjoy it from home. Of course, we'd like for you being out here too, but we can see it again, I think, later on this Christmas season.
And Christmas Day. This will re-air. Now, one float that we have is Happy Holidays from the Heritage Bank.
Heritage Bank had a Peter Pan themed float, a magical Christmas complete with Peter Pan, Wendy, Captain Hook, and Tinkerbell.
And now we have the Urgent Care Center of Richmond Hill. And they're still throwing out candy. They have a little bit of candy left. Now, look at that. That is so cute. Now, one of my dear friends is coming up here, Mr. Marty Fisher. He is the TNT Outdoors, and he is the star. The star is Marty Fisher. And I have done several different things, commercials and everything with him, and I just really enjoyed. He is a really good guy, and I've enjoyed his shows. Have you seen some of his shows, Steve?
I do get a chance to tune it in, sure do. I don't get a chance to hunt as much as I like to, or fish as much as I like to anymore, but I've had a chance to tune it in a couple of times to check out the shows.
And as you can see, he has his truck all decked out in camo. And look at the puppy dog in the back. They even have reindeer on the puppy dog. That reindeer.
It's an interesting looking sleigh there. Sure, it certainly is.
And the Spirit of Peace Lutheran Church is next. And then we have, let's see here. Look at all the kids. And I like that they have the blue scarves. And it has a little dove on the scarf. That is really neat for the church.
Spirit of Peace Lutheran Church. Reminding folks that Advent Family Fun Day is tomorrow from 3 to 5 p.m. at the church. There'll be crafts and games, food, gifts. Everyone is welcome to attend. And I love the way they have the candles set up there on the hood of the vehicle.
Now this is the South Bryan cheerleaders. And there's quite a few of them.
Seems to be quite a few. I don't know what ages. They look to be elementary school age.
And on up.
Oh, I see we're getting older as we make our way along the parade route with the little ones in front. Oh, they're going to do a cheer for us as well.
Oh. I feel the spirit.
And tell me once again, Mandy, the name of this school?
The name of this school is South Bryan Cheerleaders.
Okay. So this is not a school itself.
It's just
the cheerleading school.
They did great. And, you know, that really teaches, as being a child like that, it really is good to be a cheerleader and just
learning teamwork, coordination, those types of things, and hopefully getting along with each other.
Mm-hmm. and you really do. You learn teamwork and just how to be spirit-filled.
So we had 3 different segments of that group in there with the float and the guys marching in the center there. And coming up next, the Bryan Bank and Trust will be coming into view here in just a moment or two. I think we're seeing them in the background as we had this last group of the.
Makes me want to get down there and do some cheers. How about you, Steve? You want to go down there and cheer with me?
Anything to stay warm.
It's the choice banking for a choice community.
Bryan Bank and Trust, they're 9971 Ford Avenue and at 3700 Highway 17 beside the Food Lion. Chief Executive Officer is Jimmy Burns. As you mentioned, he was in the parade a litlittle earlier. The president of the bank is Del Keith. They've been in business since December of 1989. Their phone number 912-756-4444. They're a sister bank with Savannah Bank, which of course belongs to Savannah Bank Corp.
And the Bryant Bank Candy Shop. Oh, they have a candy shop there. That's their little float.
They worked hard on putting together this gingerbread house to represent our sweet candy Christmas theme. All the employees putting the float together. You know, it's a lot of fun getting together. It's extra hours. You don't get paid for that. It's not banker's hours. You get together after work and put together a float. But we appreciate everyone working hard on it to make it happen.
That's exactly right.
It just kind of helps to bring in more of the Christmas spirit, more things to do. We're going to pause for a few moments here for a few more words from our sponsors, and we'll be right back with more parade coverage.
Make sure you join us.
Papa knows best at Papa's Pizza to Go. Grab a quick, tasty, and affordable lunch during our daily buffet from 11:30 to 2:30. It's worth the ride to Richmond Hill, to the home of the new deep dish square pan pizza. The dough is made fresh every day for the cheesiest, crunchiest 10-piece pizza around. Breadsticks, cheese sticks, cinnamon sticks, wings, chicken tenders, calzones, curly fries, and chips to whet any appetite. Log on to papaspizzatogo.com for coupons and come visit us in Richmond Hill in the Waze station next to the Cadre Shop and Blockbuster.
Welcome to Oasis Island Salon, a private one-on-one hair care atmosphere. Petra Bowser is a talented hair care professional with over 25 years of experience. She's a certified Goldwell educator who specializes in creating one-of-a-kind looks for each client. Prices are comparable to the big chain salons, and you get a more personalized service. From cuts and colors to waxes and treatments, Oasis Island Salon will handle all hair care needs for any age. Located at Energy Oasis Spa, 111 Market Street, Richmond Hill. Call 660-6148 or log on to oasisislandsalon.com.
Trim the lights, set them up on the roof, bring in the Christmas tree. It's Christmas time in coastal Georgia. We're here for the 16th annual Richmond Hill Christmas Parade with Mandy
and Steve.
We're here and starting to warm up just a little bit as we watch the each unit of the parade go marching by or traveling by, whatever the case may be. We do have another marching band coming up on us here.
Yes, it is Bradwell Institute Marching Band, and I'm enjoying their music.
Under the direction of Daryl Wolfman, they have 65 members total. They received superior ratings at the Effingham Coastal Classic Band Competition. They are located at 100 Pafford Street in Hinesville. The Bradwell Institute Marching Band, under the direction of Daryl Wolfman. Now you got to wonder, if you're a teacher, a band instructor, and your last name is Wolfman, what kind of ribbing you'd get. I'm sure they call him Wolfman Jack.
That's true. That's true, Steve. And the Flag Corps has candy canes.
Wearing their Christmas hats, looking all like Santa Claus for a marching band. Playing Gloria in Excelsis Deo. And there's a tagger in a wagon. I don't know that much about this band, but I'm assuming that they may be their mascot may be a tiger.
Yes, it is. I don't think. I don't think it's a real tiger, though, Steve. I hope not.
Okay. Well, he's being awfully calm if he is a real tiger.
He is. He is.
Now, you said you were a cheerleader in high school, right?
Not in high school, in grade school.
In grade school?
Yes.
Okay.
I was in the marching band in high school.
No kidding. What instrument?
The flute.
I was a drummer.
Really?
I was a drummer. Yeah, enjoyed it.
Well, I love music.
Marching band.
And see, we have look there. We have some people waving to us. That's great.
Head out for the Christmas parade and get on TV. Why not?
That's exactly right. Now, next we have the 32 Degrees Frozen Yogurt on the Hill. Their float is next. Now, this is a really neat frozen yogurt place. It's so neat to take your kids and just an afternoon to spend there. It's a really neat place.
They have a beautiful float. You can tell that they put a lot of work in on this float. Owners of Frozen Yogurt on the Hill, Angie and Alan Mock. They are residents here of Richmond Hill. They're located at 100,010. Is that 10,010? I'm sorry. we went up there in house numbers. 10,010 Ford Avenue here in Richmond Hill. Phone 912-459-4132. Now, they opened in September of 2011, so Frozen Yogurt on the Hill hasn't been open that long here, but they're being very well received here in the area, locally owned and operated, employing about 12 residents here locally. 1% of their net sales goes to the local YMCA each year, as well as 1% going to Upward Sports of the First Baptist Church, and they also donate to orphans in Romania. They're currently have a raffle going on for some cash. The drawing will be December 21st at 7 p.m. After the parade, they'll be offering discounts, hot apple pie, outside seating at Frozen Yogurt on the Hill.
That's what I need right now is a hot apple pie, Steve.
10,010 Ford Avenue here in Richmond Hill.
Now, Bill Helms from American Legion Post 27 is right there. And then we have Brian Animal Caregivers. Look at that. That is so precious with the kids.
I like their slogan on there.
Yes.
Prevent a litter, fix your critter.
That is so great. They've got all their candy canes. Oh, they still have some candy left, Steve.
And immediately following the float here, we've got plenty of critters coming along in the parade. Everyone's got their dog dressed up and leading them along on the leash, and some even actually carrying them along the way. Looks like the pooch may have gotten a little tired there.
And they have their sweaters on, staying warm. Now one has a Santa hat on. Look at he's toting his dog.
Any of those puppies have a red nose? Might take Rudolph's place.
I don't see one, but the kids are going out and able to pet the animals, which is a really nice treat for the children. Now we have the Cub Scout Pack 400.
They're on their way immediately following the critters here. Cub Scout Pack 400. They have a Willy Wonka themed float this year in keeping with our sweet candy Christmas theme. A Willy Wonka themed float. This pack is under the leadership of James Smith. They meet every third Sunday afternoon at Richmond Hill Presbyterian Church. And this is open, of course, Boy Scouts open for boys grades 1 through 5. Their big fundraiser of the year is a discount cards that spotlights 6 local businesses. I think these are, you can kind of take these cards and get a discount at the various places that are offered in the local businesses and help support the Boy Scouts at the same time. Just get your golden ticket from any member of Cub Scout Pack 400.
That is really great. I'll tell you, all this candy is making me really hungry, Steve. How about you? See, all this candy everywhere.
Oh, I don't know. It's just kind of, you're sweet enough without it, aren't you?
Well, I don't know. I might need to be a little bit sweeter.
Now, these fellows back here have gone all out for Christmas with dyeing their hair green. Either that or they're left over from the St. Patrick's Day parade. I'm not sure.
There's Willy Wonka himself in the parade. Do you see?
There he is, all dressed up in purple. Get your golden ticket and enter the chocolate factory.
I love their little green hair. That is so cute.
That's Cub Scout Pack 400 under the direction of James Smith. And once again, they meet every third Sunday afternoon at the Presbyterian Church here in Richmond Hill.
Now, up next, we have the Firefly Lighting and Design Studio, which is really interesting. Oh, a yellow van. Now, you would be seen from afar with that yellow van,
You certainly
Steve.
would.
And he is hanging out the window with his Santa hat on. It's a lighting, flooring, and design.
Owned by Jim Perez and Jim Cole. They're 3 years in business as Firefly Lighting, but they were previously operated as Lights and More. They specialize in residential lighting, flooring, window coverings, and interior design. And their company motto is shop locally. Good advice for all of us. They're members of the National Association of Women in Construction, of which they're very proud of, and offering a current special of 40% off on lamps and mirrors. You can visit Firefly Lighting and Design Studio on Facebook. They have a page.
Now, I see that the First Christian Academy has a flag corps. They have all their beautiful flags, and they have a float coming up.
Now, you can tell they put a lot of work into this. Another gingerbread house on the float, and that is that the title of the float is the Gingerbread Float. We'll get it in camera here as it comes along. Lollipops, and gingerbread, and candy canes, and lots of kids all dressed up festive for the holiday season.
And we have people behind them walking, parents that are participating.
Heidi Hunter is the principal at First Christian Academy. Scott Spear, of course, is the pastor there at First Baptist Church in Richmond Hill. They're at 9184 Ford Avenue inside the church. They've been in operation for 11 years, educating children ages 3 to 6th graders. And, of course, they've got an open house coming up January 17th. It's a Christian school with small class sizes. They prepare their children to be Christian leaders, First Christian Academy.
All right, well, make sure you join us. This is the 16th Annual Richmond Hill Christmas Parade. Sweet candy. Come back and watch us.
Welcome to beautiful coastal Georgia. I'm Teresa Cowart, full-time realtor with RE/MAX Accent. I love my job, and it shows. My team and I pride ourselves on providing Welcome to beautiful coastal Georgia. I'm Teresa Cowart, full-time realtor with RE/MAX Accent. I love my job, and it shows. My team and I pride ourselves on providing excellent customer service. We can assist you in area homes, foreclosures, schools, taxes, and recreation. So whether you're buying, selling, need property management, or just browsing, give me a call. I live here, I work here, and I love it here, and I really want to be your realtor.
We're showing the Georgia's state parks and historic sites there. They're got a float there representing Sherman's March to the Sea back in the 1860s during the Civil War. Kind of left its mark on the southern states here, but fortunately saved Savannah. You see, it was on Christmas Eve that Sherman sent his telegram to President Lincoln saying, "Mr. President, your Christmas gift for this year, I give you the city of Savannah intact." Did not burn down any of the buildings here in this area.
That is great. Thank you for that little history there, Steve. Now, we have Daniel Baptist Church. Oh, look at their float.
Daniel Baptist Church is located at 580 Daniel Siding Loop Road in Richmond Hill. The pastor there is Alfred Banks, and the church has been there for 21 years. They've got a big event coming up February the 11th, Love Your Neighbor, from 10 to 2 p.m., 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. They will gather food, slightly used items, and what have you to distribute to displaced families. They also have a Facebook page, Daniel Baptist Church, if you'd like to look them up on Facebook, coming along with their Merry Christmas boat. And
now Dr. Robert Vault has his Christmas boat in here. I bet he's going to be doing the Christmas parade tonight. They have it all decorated. Can't wait to visit that tonight. And do you see everybody's dressed up as a tooth
I saw
or
that.
toothpaste?
I saw them a little bit earlier. The lady dressed in toothpaste. She left the cap off again, but I noticed she's put it back on. Dr. Vaught is an orthodontist. He's been in operation here for 19 years. They're going to be moving to the Crossroads Plaza in 2012. They offer braces for children and adults, and they also offer Invisalign. They are members of the Association of Orthodontics.
Now, Georgia Skin and Cancer Clinic is next, and oh my goodness, look at all the candy.
Now you can tell they put a lot of work in on that. See, Lifesavers, Crackle and Crunch, Wrigley Spearmint Gum, and another gingerbread house. A Lifesaver themed float with a choo-choo can train.
And everybody else has their little aprons on, ready to bake for the Christmas holidays.
Sure enough. Dr. Sidney Smith is the owner of Georgia Skin and Cancer Clinic, and they remind us, even though it is wintertime and a little cooler, we still need to wear our SPF.
Now we have the GEO Vista Credit Union, and they have their Arctic Cats and the golf carts.
They've been in operation since 1964. They're the only credit union on both military bases at Fort Stewart and Hunter Army Airfield. Formerly the former Fort Stewart Credit Union, they are now Geo Vista Credit Union, a not-for-profit bank. You can visit them on the web at www.geovistacu.com. Currently offering 1.75% on new and used car loans. They also offer mortgages and personal loans.
Now, Johnson High School Band, they have a dance team and all kinds of things. Listen to their music. I want to get up and dance.
A good, strong drum section there in that band. And these guys were a late entry into our parade, so I don't have a whole lot of information on them. But the Johnson High School Band looking very fine in their red, white, blue. And it sounds like they're going to get ready to play us a song here, sure enough.
Wonderful Christmas music. Now we have the new Covenant Presbyterian Church joining us.
New Covenant Presbyterian Church with their Christian Carolers float coming up next.
I so want to get up and dance, Steve. Would you like to dance?
Oh, I'm kind of stuck in my chair, a little too cold. I'm afraid I might break something if I stepped off right now.
You're never too young.
Always warms you up to do a little bit of dancing.
And the crowd keeps getting bigger and bigger as the parade goes on.
Certainly, as it winds its way down here, I think we're the stopping point of the parade here, where our viewing stand is here at City Hall. So this is kind of where, after they're finished performing here, it disbands. And I guess as the parade winds its way down to a close here before long, we're nowhere near that yet. But as the end of the parade goes past you, you just kind of follow the rest of the parade uptown. See what's going on.
That is exactly
right. Grab a little
right.
extra candy as you can.
Now, did you just see the dance team? They were really good, the Johnson High School Band.
And they're playing this Christmas. Was that George Michael or NSYNC? I don't remember.
I'm not sure.
But they seem to do it better here than the band behind us. We've got, as we mentioned, New Covenant Presbyterian Church coming up next. Their float is called the Christian Carolers Float, and they have members of the church there going to be singing us some Christmas carols as they go along the parade route. The pastor of the church is Nat Badzig. They are located at the Richmond Hill City Center. Phone number is 912-727-2711 if you'd like more information about New Covenant Presbyterian Church. They meet Sunday mornings at 10 a.m. for Sunday school, at 11 a.m. for worship, and they're a member of PCA, always welcoming visitors and members, and they would certainly let you come along and carol with them on their hayride float here.
You know, it's always good to sit around a bonfire and play the guitar and just sing and just enjoy family and friends at Christmas.
Well, you know, the music is so much a part of the Christmas season, too. I have, like, various selections as to a favorite old traditional Christmas song, a favorite new traditional song, and every year you add another one to the mix there. But, yeah, Christmas is definitely, music is definitely a part of the Christmas season, and the carolers there were proving that with their hayride.
Now, we have Jumpin' Jacks, which is a great place to visit. Did you see this limo? It is all dressed up.
That's a beautiful limo for sure, for sure.
And they have a float in the back. But Jumpin' Jacks is coastal Georgia's largest indoor play center.
500 square feet of laser tag, inflatables, a 32-foot rock climbing, 60-plus arcade games. They offer birthday party rooms as well. They got a food drive going on. Bring an item of non-perishable food items and receive $1 off laser tag. They're also taking part in a toy drive.
Now, Liberty Chrysler Dodge Jeep Richmond Hill Rage softball team is right here at us, and they've got their Santa hats on, and their Christmas tree is dressed up in their colors, which
Jimmy
is
and Joyce
blue
Williams are proud to sponsor the Richmond Hill Rage team. They're 12 years old and under, a traveling softball team coached by Gary Taylor and Zach Fitzgerald. And, of course, Liberty Chrysler Dodge Jeep, they're offering $10,000 off all new Dodge Rams trucks at 0% financing on vehicles for up to 72 months. See them for Christmas time.
Now, Living Spoons just went by, and I think you need that little beetle bug. Did you see that as a convertible? Steve, that looks like you. It says Living Spoons on the side. And then we have the 2011 Richmond Hill High School Homecoming Queen and King.
Is that our King and Queen?
That's our King and Queen.
Excellent.
I love that old car.
I did not get their names, did you?
No.
Okay, I apologize for that. Their parents know who they are.
Well, we tell them congratulations. Congratulations.
Absolutely.
Because, you know, students vote on that. So they've done really good in school.
And this is this a part of their cheering squad coming along?
No, this is the Savannah Christian Preparatory School cheerleaders.
Oh, there we go. Prep school, sure enough. Savannah Christian Preparatory School.
I think they're going to do a cheer for us again.
All dressed up in red and white, just matching right in with Santa Claus. And they are the Raiders, I'm guessing.
They're very in sync.
So you got out of that, you say, in elementary school?
Yes, I did.
So how much cheering do you do in elementary school? Like football games, basketball games? Or
yes,
just
yes. Football games mainly.
Pee-wee football. Well, see, I go back so far that when I was in grade school, they didn't have football for kids.
It's recreational.
More,
yeah, it's recreational.
We played it on the sand lot, but they didn't have an organized game at the school at all. They do now. I think it's wonderful. While they're young. That's where your next UGA stars are coming.
That is it. You are exactly right there, Steve.
Savannah Christian Prep School. We appreciate their
Now look at the little puppy dog that's coming up right after. It's so cute. Has all dressed up and festive.
Next up, I think we have Usborne Books and More, owned by Naomi Havens. They're a home-based business with 17 years in business selling Usborne and Kane Miller literacy products for newborns to adults. Naomi offers products for fundraisers, especially for schools, churches, and various organizations. And you can check them out on the web at www.usbornhaven.com, all one word. We also saw Village on the Hill Learning Center, Holly Kendrick, previously the Children's Village, with accepting children 12 months to 5 years. Their current special with the new enrollment, they are waiving entry fees at Village on the Hill Learning Center.
All the candy around the truck that is dressed up in candy. And their Christmas tree. Oh, they still have candy they're throwing out to children.
This is the West Rehab Sports and Medicine Group. Brian and Becky West, they've got 8 locations over 5 counties, 23 years in business, accepting all major insurances. They offer physical, occupational, and speech therapy for all ages.
Now, I really like their float stick. They've done a lot of work on that. It's really cute.
This is the New Beginnings Community Church. Pastor Steve Lane there at 75 Crosswinds Drive at the entrance to Buckhead North. They're raising funds for South Middle Georgia Christian Family Center and Christian Rehab. They provide Christmas for them. So if you'd like to make a donation, feel free to do so. Go to www.nbcchurch.com. That's for New Beginnings Community Church. Big fundraiser April 17th, their Easter extravaganza at J.F. Gregory Park. The City of Richmond Hill and 35 local businesses help support a day of Easter egg hunt.
Well, make sure you stay tuned to the 16th Annual Richmond Hill Christmas Parade live here. Mandy and Steve. We'll see you back.
It's a holiday of savings event at Coastal Chevrolet. Get the best year-end savings on our full Chevy lineup today.
Right now, the 44 MPG Chevy Cruze, just $149 per month. 2011 Camaro Coupes get 3.9% APR plus $1,000 bonus cash. 2011 Suburbans and Tahoes, buy at factory invoice, get 0% for 72 months plus $500 holiday bonus cash.
Happy holidays from Coastal Chevrolet, saving you the most on the coast.
Having to take prescription medications shouldn't keep your kids from being kids. At Richmond Hill Pharmacy, we know the importance of providing kid-friendly medications in flavors they love and in forms that are easy for them to take. We provide expert medication counseling and interaction screening and work with you and your pediatrician to tailor dosages just for them. Personal attention to your whole family's health that you simply won't find anywhere else. Richmond Hill Pharmacy. It's like having a pharmacist in the family.
The Urgent Care Center of Richmond Hill brings professional medical care close to home for Richmond Hill, Hinesville, and surrounding areas. Urgent care is more affordable, faster, and more convenient than the ER. And at the Urgent Care Center of Richmond Hill, they treat a range of symptoms including the common cold, sprains and strains, cuts and scratches, and much more. Lab testing and x-rays are done on site and you never need an appointment. So, for your urgent medical needs, come to the Urgent Care Center of Richmond Hill, locally owned and operated with extended hours to best serve you.
Welcome back. We're here at the 16th Annual Richmond Hill Christmas Parade. With me now, I have Laura Lane and Tara Jennings. How are you guys doing today? So tell us a little bit about the candlelight vigil that you have going on December 5th at 8 p.m.
Yes, we're doing a candlelight vigil here in Gregory Park on Monday night at 8 p.m. And it's going to be, we're referencing as Stand for the Silent, those who can't speak for themselves either through depression, bullying, harassment, and other things that are going on in our community.
That is great to have something like that. Now, how did you become involved in this? How can someone come involved in this event? Or
they can come at 8 p.m. and we'll start. We're going to have candles here. We'll have some readings and things like that. But it's just really to raise awareness of bullying, harassment, depression, suicide, and things such as that.
Now, what do you hope to accomplish with Monday's event?
We're hoping to accomplish a lot of people out in Richmond Hill coming to acknowledge that there is an issue and that we do have problems in our community. And we are also hoping that there will be awareness made and be able to come up with some groups and different activities and let them know what's going on throughout the community and what we're trying to do to help out these children who need to be heard.
That is great. All right, well, make sure you join us and come right back to the 16th Annual Richmond Hill Christmas Parade. Thank you, Laura. Thank you, Tara.
Thank you.
It's a holiday of savings event at at Coastal Chevrolet. Get the best year-end savings on our full Chevy lineup today.
Right now, the 44 MPG Chevy Cruze, just $149 per month. 2011 Camaro Coupes get 3.9% APR plus 1,000 bonus cash. 2011 Suburbans and Tahoes, buy at factory invoice, get 0% for 72 months plus $500 holiday bonus cash.
Happy holidays from Coastal Chevrolet, saving you the most on the coast.
Need a mover? Call Coleman American Moving Services, agent for Allied Van Lines. We've been part of the Richmond Hill skyline for over 30 years, servicing the Savannah, Hilton Head, Statesboro, and Brunswick and Golden Isles area. We also service both Hunter Army Airfield and Fort Stewart. So the next time you need a mover, call the professionals at Coleman American, 912-756-2660.
Computer Solutions and Office Supplies is the answer to all of your computer and office supply needs. We'll get any computer running fast and efficiently while providing unparalleled customer service. Computer Solutions and Office Supplies is the answer to your home or business network problems, and our parts inventory is second to none. Less than half the price of our competition. Mention this ad and get an additional 20% off.
When computer problems arise, there's only one answer. Computer Solutions and Office Supplies, Ford Plaza, Richmond Hill.
Computer Solutions and Office Supplies, Ford Avenue in Richmond Hill.
We are back at the 16th Annual Richmond Hill Christmas Parade, high atop City Hall, second floor here, overlooking the grandstand, the viewing area. And I didn't get the name of the band that we're watching right now, Miss Mandy.
It's called Windsor Forest High School Band.
High School Band.
And they have a flag corps, and it looks like they have a dance team. It was really in sync. It's doing a great job, and all the Christmas carols that they're playing.
I think as a high school band, you're getting off your football season. You've got all of these halftime routines in your head of different things that you've done. Then you have to stop and practice marching again in a parade, which they probably haven't done since summertime. So we appreciate the hard work that those guys put into it there with the marching band.
That is exactly right. Now we have the Richmond Hill Veterans of Foreign Wars, post 7331, riding on the golf cart.
Veterans of Foreign Wars active in many activities around the area, and of course it encompasses all of past as many Second World War. I don't know if we have any World War I veterans left in the area or not, but of all foreign wars, open membership to including the guys that are serving now overseas.
And we have the Richmond Hill YMCA of Coastal Georgia, and they are having a blast. That looks like a fun place to visit.
Working out on the truck and rolling right on
That's
through.
That's exactly right. That is so neat.
Did you see him lifting the weights out there?
Yes, I did. I don't know if I'd want to do that in this cold of a weather, though. Now, Richmond Hill Animal Hospital. Oh, look at all the animals they have with them. Now, that would be one great gift to give for Christmas, is a little puppy for a child at Christmas time.
If they are responsible enough to take care of it, you do want to make sure. It helps to teach responsibility, but the child also must know before he gets the pet that that it's going to take. It's not all fun and games. You have to take care of them. You have to make sure that they're well cared for. And of course, rely on mom and dad to make sure shots are all taken care of and all that kind of stuff.
That's exactly.
It does teach great responsibility, but just make sure the child's ready for it.
Mm-hmm. Now we have the Relay for Life of Bryan County, and they are all in white and purple. Now I have participated several times in the Relay for Life. Have you, Steve?
I have too, in various ways. Mostly, my involvement has been in providing sound and music as they walk. But definitely a great work that the American Cancer Society is involved in with the Relay for Life. And there's not a person today that has not in some way or another been touched by cancer through a relative or even personal basis. So it's definitely a great thing to be involved in, raising money and raising awareness for cancer research.
Now this is the Miller Cleaning Service. That's really neat. I need cleaning service to come in and clean my house every week.
Absolutely, and Snoopy is on their Snoopy was on their float there. Darcel and Kevin Miller there with Miller Cleaning Services, 4 years in business, residential and commercial cleaning.
Now we have Coastal Chevrolet is up next.
And a big thank you once again to those folks.
Yes. Oh, Look at that car, Steve. That is all you.
That is beautiful. I think I'll put that right under my tree, a nice big Camaro. And tell you what, one of the true muscle cars there.
That convertible Camaro is
it's
beautiful. And it looks like he has all different types of new vehicles. All right, well, we are going to be right back. Watch the commercials and join us next.
Midnight Star Pottery is an interactive pottery studio in Richmond Hill, Georgia. At Midnight Star Pottery, we have everything you need to create your personal masterpiece. Bring your imagination, we'll supply the rest. Midnight Star Pottery is the perfect place for kids' birthday parties, bridal showers, baby showers, corporate outings, bar mitzvahs, and so much more. The sky's the limit at Midnight Star Pottery.
I'm in Richmond Hill, and we are at the Christmas parade here in, above City Hall, the viewing stand here, getting ready to welcome in the Homes of Integrity float. Homes of Integrity Community, owners Megan and John Mowry, been in business 7 years, building in Bryan and Chatham counties. Custom homes are their specialty, currently selling homes in the Heathrow section of Sterling Links. Now, their homes start at under 220,000, let's put it that way, for over 2,000 square feet. Builder of the St. Jude's home for the past 2 years. You can check out their dancing Christmas lights on their model home in the Brighton section of Buckhead daily from 6 to 10 p.m.
And those are really interesting little homes right there, especially like using playhouses and everything.
Now, they built this, the ones that they're going to build for you are going to be a little more substantial than the one on the float there. But
and did you see the gingerbread waving at us?
Absolutely, little gingerbread man.
Now, Homes of Integrity Community. That's
their golf course living, Homes of Integrity. They're in the low 200,000s, we'll put it that way, for 2,000 square feet of living space.
Now we have the Royal Oak Car Wash. And you need to keep your car clean for Christmas.
Absolutely. A clean sleigh is a happy sleigh. Wishing you a safe, clean Christmas. Royal Oak Car Wash. Michael McGahee at 1792 Highway 17 in Richmond Hill. Been in business 5 years. They have a special right now, a $5 car wash, and they offer a Royal Oak Unlimited Pass.
Now, a New Life Church is up next. Look at their float. Now, they have balloons on their tree. I have never thought of that idea to use that as decorations, as balloons.
As many things as I've seen my wife put on a Christmas tree, she's never thought of a balloon. Now, that may be the next thing. Ryan Ogden is the pastor at New Life Church. They are affiliated with the Church of God, and they support Smoky Mountain Home for Children, an orphanage, Smoky Mountain Home for Children. They also help various charities around the area and assisting in Indonesia and in the Philippines as well. You can visit them on the web at www.newliferh.com.
Now we have the 75 Boy Scouts and Cub Pack 486. Oh, no, look at all the tractors. I tell you, living on the farm, you see a lot of tractors driving down the road. You have to stop for tractors.
Do you live on a farm?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yes, I do. I live in the woods, but I love it. I love the peace and quiet.
You know what? These are amazingly quiet tractors as they're coming through here.
And some of them are antiques. You can tell that they've been remodeled, which is really beautiful.
All dressed up for Christmas with Christmas lights, Santa Claus hats on the tractor drivers.
Okay, well, we will be right back with the 16th Annual Richmond Hill Christmas Parade. Stay tuned.
Papa knows best at Papa's Pizza to Go. Grab a quick, tasty, and affordable lunch during our daily buffet from 11:30 to 2:30. It's worth the ride to Richmond Hill to the home of the new deep dish square pan pizza. The dough is made fresh every day for the cheesiest, crunchiest 10-piece pizza around. Breadsticks, cheese sticks, cinnamon sticks, wings, chicken tenders, calzones, curly fries, and chips to whet any appetite. Log on to papaspizzatogo.com for coupons and come visit us in Richmond Hill in the Way Station next to the Cadre Shop and Block Bus.
It's a sweet candy Christmas in Richmond Hill this morning. A beautiful day for a parade with lots of folks gathered and lots of activities going on. We're high above the viewing stand here, checking out, I believe this is Golden Wolf Riding Academy?
Yes, it is. Or no, we are still at the Boy Scouts. 75 Boy Scouts and Cub Pack 486. And they've got a horse and carriage carrying some of the Boy Scouts. It's troop 486. You know, I love those old wagons.
You know, I tell you what, as a former tourist here in the area and now a resident of the area, I think sometimes the residents, we don't take advantage of all the things that we do have here. And some of those carriage tours in the historic areas are a great thing to do. Even if you've lived here all your life, you can learn something by going on them. Take advantage of it.
It is very nice. And the people are very knowledgeable about the history and everything around here. Now, the 76 Golden Wolf Riding Academy.
Golden Wolf Riding Academy is owned by Robin Oleski. 38 years experience, Robin offers English riding lessons in dressage and jumping. She's the only certified instructor in Richmond Hill that gives lessons to the public, certified with the British Horse Society. So if you guys that ride Western, well, she's riding English. It's great, though. She offers private and group riding lessons, also trail rides. They have a Facebook page. And now it's time to pause for these commercial announcements. We'll be right back.
Welcome to Oasis Island Salon, a private one-on-one hair care atmosphere. Petra Bowser is a talented hair care professional with over 25 years of experience. She's a certified Goldwell educator who specializes in creating one-of-a-kind looks for each client. Prices are comparable to the big chain salons, and you get a more personalized service. From cuts and colors to waxes and treatments, Oasis Island Salon will handle all hair care needs for any age. Located at Energy Oasis Spa, 111 Market Street, Richmond Hill. Call 660-6148 or log on to oasisislandsalon.com.
Welcome back to the 16th annual Richmond Hill Christmas Parade.
And who we got there?
We have Santa, what we've been waiting on the whole time.
Jolly old Saint Nick looking fabulously fit this year.
And his horse and sleigh.
All decked out, being pulled by a horse-drawn sleigh.
And then we have street sweepers. Oh, my goodness.
You absolutely have to have that after the horses come through.
And the police are escorting right behind the street sweeper.
Santa looking very fit this year and expecting to bring everyone lots of really good treats this year. Have you been a good girl?
Yes, I have. How about you, Steve?
Yeah, in spite of what you may hear, those are all nasty rumors. None of it's true. I have been a good boy this year. Expecting Santa to treat me very well this year. You know, at 57 years old, this is my 57th Christmas. And we'll get back to that right after this information.
Keep going.
Oh, okay. Wait, my apologies. My 57th Christmas. And for some reason or another, even at the age, when I was a young kid, you got all your older brothers and sisters saying there comes a time where you question a lot of things, you're not so sure about it all. At 57 years old, I still believe in Santa Claus. And something happens every year at Christmas to keep me believing in miracles.
That's exactly right. Absolutely. You should always believe in miracles.
Absolutely.
And you're never too old to not believe in Santa Claus.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yes, and I have been. Oh, we have us a little partner
have
here.
Some visitors back here at the parade today.
All right, so we're headed to commercial. Come right back.
Welcome to beautiful coastal Georgia. I'm Teresa Cowart, full-time realtor with RE/MAX Accent. I love my job, and it shows. My team and I pride ourselves on providing excellent customer service. We can assist you in area homes, foreclosures, schools, taxes, and recreation. So whether you're buying, selling, need property management, or just browsing, give me a call. I live here, I work here, and I love it here, and I really want to be your realtor.
We are back here at the Christmas parade that just finished up. It's the Sweet Candy Christmas.
It's been a wonderful day for a parade. And, of course, the festivities here in Richmond Hill are not over yet. We've got plenty more things to do. In fact, later on tonight, the boat parade at Fort McAllister Marina starting at 6:30 p.m., followed by fireworks and a performance from Liquid Ginger.
Which is a rock and pop group, Steve.
And then tomorrow, I'll mention again the Richmond Hill Holiday Tour of Homes, the 2011 version, sponsored by the Richmond Hill Friends of the Library, the Garden Club, Historical Society, Arts on the Coast, and St. Anne Council of Catholic Women. Tickets are still on sale. You can pick them up at 756-3697. Now, if you're watching this on Christmas Eve, disregard that last message, as it'll be over by then.
Now, last night they had that chili cook-off, and John Bennett had won. And they said that it was not too hot, not too mild, but sweet and delicious.
I heard someone say that this is his second year in a row of winning the chili cook-off.
So it must be really good.
So I'll have to make sure to test that out next year.
We will. We will.
Once again, this broadcast would not be possible without the participation of our sponsors today. We want to thank, first of all, Coastal Chevrolet for being our major sponsor, and for everyone else who has participated, all of the sponsors involved in making this thing, making this parade happen today on CW13, WGSA Television. We appreciate their participation. It's been a wonderful day here with me, and we've got plenty of things, like I say, to look forward to yet as the day goes on here in Richmond Hill all weekend long with the tour, the fireworks display tonight, and lots of other activities. Have you put your tree up yet, Mandy?
Yes, I have. Okay. We always go to a tree farm and cut down a tree each year.
Wonderful.
Yes, and we decorate it and everything, so I have to water it at least 3 times a day.
When you cut down your own tree, you know it's fresh. You know?
That is exactly right.
Now, when my kids were growing up, every year from their first Christmas, they would get an ornament with the date stamped onto it, so that when they turned 18 or at whatever age they decided to leave the house and start a family of their own, or at least a Christmas of their own, they had at least 18 Christmas balls to add to their very first Christmas tree. So yeah, it's kind of funny how tradition started. It's like you do something one year and all of a sudden it's like, well, we got to do this every year. It's a new Christmas tradition.
And I understand exactly what you're saying. We'll be right back after the break. Sorry.
It's a holiday of savings event at Coastal Chevrolet. Get the best year-end savings on our full Chevy lineup today.
Right now, the 44 MPG Chevy Cruze, just $149 per month. 2011 Camaro Coupes get 3.9% APR plus 1,000 bonus cash. 2011 Suburbans and Tahoes, buy at factory invoice, get 0% for 72 months plus $500 holiday bonus cash.
Happy holidays from Coastal Chevrolet, saving you the most on the coast.
Having to take prescription medications shouldn't keep your kids from being kids. At Richmond Hill Pharmacy, we know the importance of providing kid-friendly medications in flavors they love and in forms that are easy for them to take. We provide expert medication counseling and interaction screening, and work with you and your pediatrician to tailor dosages just for them. Personal attention to your whole family's health that you simply won't find anywhere else. Richmond Hill Pharmacy. It's like having a pharmacist in the family.
The Urgent Care Center of Richmond Hill brings professional medical care close to home for Richmond Hill, Hinesville, and surrounding areas. Urgent care is more affordable, faster, and more convenient than the ER. And at the Urgent Care Center of Richmond Hill, they treat a range of symptoms including the common cold, sprains and strains, cuts and scratches, and much more. Lab testing and x-rays are done on site and you never need an appointment. So, for your urgent medical needs, come to the Urgent Care Center of Richmond Hill, locally owned and operated with extended hours to best serve you.
The Sweet Candy Christmas. I am here with Mayor Fowler, who was in the Christmas parade. So how did you enjoy this Christmas parade, Mayor Fowler?
I really enjoyed it. It gets better and bigger every year.
Now, I seen that you had your grandson with you helping throw out candy and everything, and he's going to come and join us now. Come on.
Come here a minute. Yes, this is my grandson, Connor, and he was a big help. He threw out a lot of candy and waved and hollered Merry Christmas to a bunch of people.
Now, Connor, did you enjoy with Papa throwing out the candy to all the children?
Yes.
You did? And you enjoyed all the parade and Santa Claus?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, that is really neat. I love the car that you were in, that y'all were riding in.
Yeah, Danny Bryant has supplied that the last few years for me to ride in, and it goes back to my era, so it's a great automobile. Really love it. If I could afford one, I'd buy it.
There was a lot of interesting different vehicles in the parade, and I love antique cars. And just to see all the antique cars and everything was really neat. And you had a really good turnout here in the entries in the parade. There was, what, about 80 or 90, I think?
Yes, sir. I think there were quite a few of them, and a lot of work was put into the decorations and all.
Yes, well, they've done a great job. And also, too, I want to say thank you to the Richmond Hill florist for the corsages that I have on and several other people have on. They've made them for us. That was really sweet of them.
It was, and that is very pretty.
And you were so dressed up for the Christmas parade and festive. You're all red. Are you ready for Santa Claus?
Yes.
What is your favorite gift, or what are you asked Santa Claus for this year?
A pogo stick and a razor, scooter red chalk, and sparkles.
Oh, well, thank you, Connor, and thank you, Mayor Fowler, for joining us today.
Thank you very much for coming down and doing this. We really appreciate it.
All right, well, stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Well, thank you.
Awesome.
Oh, well.
It's a holiday of savings event at Coastal Chevrolet. Get the best year-end savings on our full Chevy lineup today.
Right now, the 44 MPG Chevy Cruze, just $149 per month. 2011 Camaro Coupes get 3.9% APR plus 1,000 bonus cash. 2011 Suburbans and Tahoes, buy at factory invoice, get 0% for 72 months plus $500 holiday bonus cash.
Happy holidays from Coastal Chevrolet, saving you the most on the coast.
Need a mover? Call Coleman American Moving Services, agent for Allied Van Lines. We've been part of the Richmond Hill skyline for over 30 years, servicing the Savannah, Hilton Head, Statesboro, and Brunswick and Golden Isles area. We also service both Hunter Army Airfield and Fort Stewart. So the next time you need a mover, call the professionals at Coleman American, 912-756-2660.
Computer Solutions and Office Supplies is the answer to all of your computer and office supply needs. We'll get any computer running fast and efficiently while providing unparalleled customer service. Computer Solutions and Office Supplies is the answer to your home or business network problems, and our parts inventory is second to none. Less than half the price of our competition. Mention this ad and get an additional 20% off.
When computer problems arise, there's only one answer. Computer Solutions and Office Supplies, Ford Plaza, Richmond Hill.
Computer Solutions and Office Supplies, Ford Avenue in Richmond Hill.
Live interview with the mayor. We also have some previously taped comments that we'd like to show to you now.
Hi, I'm Mayor Harold Fowler. I want to welcome you to the 2011 Christmas Parade.
Hi, I'm Mandy Starling, the host of the 2011 Christmas Parade here in Richmond Hill. And joining me is Mayor Fowler. How are you doing, Mayor?
I'm doing great. Welcome you to Richmond Hill.
Well, thank you. So tell us about this big event we're going to be having on December 3rd, right?
Yes, it is. Big parade. We always anticipate a big crowd, and always have a real good crowd show up for it.
Right. And tell us kind of the history of it. You've been in the parades before, the past parades and everything?
We've been having the parade now for, I think, 10, 12 years, and each year it seems to get a little bigger, and we have more bands each year that come in, and we really put on a great show.
You're going to be riding in the parade this year, right?
Right. I will be riding as the mayor and as the past Grand Marshal.
Oh, okay.
I was Grand Marshal in the parade last year.
Okay. And someone's going to be riding with you?
I will have, of course, my wife will be with me, and my 6-year-old grandson.
Oh.
He enjoys throwing candy.
Really?
Of course, he gets a little wild with it sometimes.
Oh, he does?
Yeah.
Well, whom are we expecting to be in the parade? Who are you expecting to be in the parade?
Well, hopefully I met little Miss Georgia here a few weeks back, and her mother indicated that she was going to be in it, and she is such a little charmer that I really look forward to seeing her again.
Right.
Of course, the high school homecoming queen will be in it for, I think. I'll probably have Ron Stevens, one of our legislators, in it, and I'm not sure about Betty Carter, but I'm sure that the chairman of the county commission, he usually is in it.
All right. And then also, too, I had spoken with a few people. There's going to be horses in the parade.
Yes, there are. Usually they bring up the end of the parade.
Okay.
But yeah, we usually have half a dozen or so horses in the parade.
Okay, all right.
And of course, the big thing is we will have Santa Claus.
Right.
Definitely got to have Santa Claus.
Exactly. Now, will he be at the end of the parade or
usually in the front of it?
in the front of the parade?
Or fairly close to the front, if not in the front.
Okay, all right. And so you have other special events that are coming up also, too, right?
Right. We have the Mayor's Motorcade that will be coming up on the December the 7th. It's where all the local mayors come together. We collect gifts. In fact, we have a box in the City Hall foyer here, and we collect gifts that we take up to the Georgia Regional Hospital for the patients there.
Okay.
We will meet at the Armory normally and have a motorcade of all the local mayors and go to the hospital and pass out the gifts.
So tell us a little bit more about this boat parade I keep hearing about.
Okay, the boat parade will be down at Fort McAllister.
Okay.
We'll start right after dark. And usually we have around 15 boats, and they go to quite a lot of work to decorate these boats up. And anyhow, they will make a circle out in the Ogeechee River, and then they will be judges, pick the best boat out, best decorated boat out of that. And then normally after the boat parade, they have fireworks.
Oh, okay. Now this is all on December 3rd.
Yes.
After the parade.
After the parade, yes.
Oh, that's really neat.
Yes, it is. It's quite a sight.
Yeah, that seems very.
And usually it's very packed down at Fort McAllister. So you want to get a good spot, you better get early.
Get there early.
Right.
Well, it sounds like fun. Sounds like you've got a whole weekend planned out for everybody. Something to do for everybody.
It is. It's quite a lot. And, you know, we've got such a great community here, and it's the small town atmosphere that we have in Richmond Hill that makes it so great. And the friendly people we have.
We talked a little earlier about Christmas traditions. It seems like you do something one time and all of a sudden it becomes a Christmas tradition. And a part of the Christmas tradition with the Richmond Hill Christmas Parade is Mike Miller and Laura Anderson. Laura is with News Radio 1290 and Mike is with Mike Miller DJ Services. And you guys have been emceeing this parade for how many years now?
More than 10.
Tell us a little bit of how you got started with it.
Well, you know, we were invited to do this one year, and we had such a great time, and working with the people here are just fabulous. We just hoped, I think we begged our way back in for the second time, didn't we?
We beg our way back in every year. And the first time I ever saw the parade, I said, this is just wonderful. It belongs in a movie. It belongs on TV. And we're really glad that it's finally on the CW.
In compared to past years, temperature-wise, how has today's parade been?
We were fortunate enough to keep the skies clear, but it's a little on the cool side. But you want it that way for a Christmas parade. It's got to have that feeling. And I don't think anything captures a Christmas parade better than a town like Richmond Hill. I mean, you just feel the spirit run through it, don't you?
You could definitely tell that there were plenty of people here today to watch the festivities going on. It's like, I mean, there are plenty of things to do in Richmond Hill, but when there's a parade, you come out to the parade, for sure.
Richmond Hill really does know how to put on an event. They do so many throughout the year. And last night was the annual chili cook-off, which you should take part in next year. And they did something new that will be going on through Christmas, and that is the Festival of Lights. Thousands of lights on the Christmas trees in J.F. Gregory Park, and it's really, really beautiful.
Now, who pays for? I mean, the sponsors, I guess. Is that various businesses involved in that, or
they do? And
the city?
I think it says a lot about the community when they come together with something like that, because they do help foot the bill, and they make for a terrific event. And I've always thought that the word chili was misplaced. There ain't anything chilly about it. Let me tell you.
Chili's burning, for sure, for sure. Well, we appreciate you guys being here with us today. And are there any particular moment in past parades that stand out, one particular parade that, over another?
I think it's the train that delays the parade. I think that's become a custom, and you expect it year after year. If it weren't for the it wouldn't seem like the Richmond Hill Christmas parade.
What's funny is for years they've been saying we are going to get the train to come earlier because it would always come halfway through the parade. And this year they did get it to come earlier, I guess because of you, so that's nice. By the way, I want to show you, I'm wearing my vintage Richmond Hill Holiday on the Hill shirt from one of the early Christmas parades, 2002.
Let's see that. So show the camera there.
This will be on eBay later, so if you'd like to bid. Get a good look at that.
Well, we waited for the train to come through. We figured if it did, we just figured it was the Polar Express making its way to the North Pole. But
it fits right into the whole complex there.
Well, thank you guys for being with us, and thank you for your participation in the parade for all of these years.
We love it.
We're set. Okay, we'll be right back after these messages.
Midnight Star Pottery is an interactive pottery studio in Richmond Hill, Georgia. At Midnight Star Pottery, we have everything you need to create your personal masterpiece. Bring your imagination, we'll supply the rest. Midnight Star Pottery is the perfect place for kids' birthday parties, bridal showers, baby showers, corporate outings, bar mitzvahs, and so much more. The sky's the limit at Midnight Star Pottery.
Thank you for tuning in to the Richmond Hill Christmas Parade, the 16th annual Richmond Hill Christmas Parade. We're coming to you from the second floor of City Hall here. We have some words from Fishtails. We're going to send you for a taped message there.
Welcome back. I'm Mandy Starling. I'm here at Fishtails with Butch Brune. How are you doing?
I'm great, Mandy. How are you?
I'm great. Tell us a little bit about the committee that you're on with the Christmas Parade.
I've been doing the Richmond Hill Christmas Parade for about 15 years. My job is to get the parade lined up and get it going.
Oh, sounds like fun.
It
also,
is.
too, what are we having at Fishtails afterwards?
After the Christmas Parade, we're going to be having a fishing tournament called Bikes for Tykes, which Fort McAllister Sport Fishing Club sponsors that. And all the money that's raised for that tournament will go to buy bicycles for underprivileged kids here in Bryan County.
Oh, okay.
As soon as the fishing tournament's over, we will start our boat parade. The boat parade will start around 7 to 7:30.
Okay.
And it will go from Fort McAllister State Park down to the point.
Okay.
And all the boats will come back to the dock.
All right.
Once the boats come back to the dock, we're going to have a big-time fireworks show.
Oh, neat.
When the fireworks are over, we will have Liquid Ginger playing here for the rest of the evening.
Oh, cool. And also, too, you told me that you're going to be bringing in tables and stuff to occupy all the people and everything.
Yeah, we'll have so many people down here that we'll bring in well over 100, 200 extra chairs and tables, you know, to accommodate everyone.
And the fireworks, what is to be expected with the fireworks? I mean, from what you were mentioning, they're going to be pretty big.
It's a big-time show. It's just as good a show as you'll see anywhere in Savannah or anywhere else.
And what type of events at Fishtails are coming up, or can you tell me?
Well, once the springtime gets here, we'll be having several fishing tournaments, some really big fishing tournaments. Two tournaments that we do every year is we do a Wounded Warriors tournament. Fort McAllister Sport Fishing Club puts that tournament on, where they take wounded warriors inshore and offshore fishing. We also have a military appreciation tournament that the Offshore Outlaws put on every year, where we'll take 70 to 80 guys that have never been fishing before, and we'll take them out blue water fishing for the day.
Oh, well, that's interesting. Sounds like fun, too.
It is. Fishtails is good food, good fun. That's what we're about.
Exactly. And whenever I walked up here, being the first time that I visited, I felt like I was in the Bahamas or, you know.
That's the way we want you to feel.
Really, it just feels at home, and it feels just very cozy. I really like it.
You can come down here any time of the year and just feel like you're in the Caribbean.
Exactly, and relax. That's the best thing.
That's the name of the game.
There you go. Well, thank you so much, Butch. We hope to see you there, okay?
All right, sounds good.
Welcome back to our parade coverage. With us now we have Catherine Grant and Lori Gaylor with Urgent Care Center of Richmond Hill. And just want to ask you ladies, your participation in the parade today. What brought you out this morning?
Well, we just think it's a great event. We're really excited to be able to be a part of it, and the community's really embraced us since we opened, and so we just wanted to give back to the community and be able to see all of our all the patients we see every day.
Now, at the risk of sounding like you're bragging on yourselves, can you give us an idea of what all you folks did with the parade today?
Oh my gosh, we did participate with the float, and all of our kids who have come in to see us over the last few weeks have been coloring candy and cookie pictures for us, and we pasted all those on our little gingerbread house so that the patients have all been a part of our float today.
Now, where is Urgent Care Center located?
We're located up just about a half a mile off I-95 on Highway 144. We're right next to the new Kroger and Jalapenos. A lot of people know where Jalapenos is, so not far away at all.
And what do you guys do at the care center?
We do a little bit of everything. We take care of cold, cough, congestion, bumps, scrapes, abrasions, things like that.
Broken bones, stitches, sports physicals.
I kind of meant you ladies in particular. What part do you play?
Oh,
Are you doctors or?
we're PAs, physician assistants, and we work along with Dr. Mazer. He's our medical director, and he's board certified in emergency medicine. And so we see patients under his supervision up there as well.
And how does the care center differ from other medical facilities?
We are purely walk-in. You never need an appointment. We're open 7 days a week. We have extended hours, and we accept most major insurances, and we're there for our community. We're locally owned, we're locally operated. Catherine and I and Dr. Mazer all are from Richmond Hill. We're raising our families here, and we're part of the community.
It hurts when I do this. Any recommendation?
Come see us.
Don't do that.
Come see us and we'll make it better.
Exactly.
Thank you very much, Catherine and Laurie from Urgent Care Center of Richmond Hill. We appreciate you guys being in the parade today and stopping by to talk to us here.
Thank you.
We'll be back following these words.
Papa knows best at Papa's Pizza to Go. Grab a quick, tasty, and affordable lunch during our daily buffet from 11:30 to 2:30. It's worth the ride to Richmond Hill to the home of the new deep dish square pan pizza. The dough is made fresh every day for the cheesiest, crunchiest 10-piece pizza around. Breadsticks, cheese sticks, cinnamon sticks, wings, chicken tenders, calzones, curly fries, and chips to whet any appetite. Log on to papaspizzatogo.com for coupons and come visit us in Richmond Hill in the Way Station next to the Cadre Shop and Blockbuster.
Welcome to Oasis Island Salon, a private one-on-one hair care atmosphere. Petra Bowser is a talented hair care professional with over 25 years of experience. She's a certified Goldwell educator who specializes in creating one-of-a-kind looks for each client. Prices are comparable to the big chain salons, and you get a more personalized service. From cuts and colors to waxes and treatments, Oasis Island Salon will handle all hair care needs for any age. Located at Energy Oasis Spa, 111 Market Street, Richmond Hill. Call 660-6148 or log on to oasisislandsalon.com.
Welcome to beautiful coastal Georgia. I'm Teresa Cowart, full-time realtor with RE/MAX Accent. I love my job, and it shows. My team and I pride ourselves on providing excellent customer service. We can assist you in area homes, foreclosures, schools, taxes, and recreation. So whether you're buying, selling, need property management, or just browsing, give me a call. I live here, I work here, and I love it here, and I really want to be your realtor.
It's the 16th annual Richmond Hill Christmas Parade, a sweet candy Christmas, and it's been such a sweet morning here today, Mandy. Don't you agree?
Yes, it has, Steve. And we've had some great interviews. And next, our interview is Jimmy Burnsett, and he is the chairman of the bank, Bryan Bank and Trust. So stay tuned and watch. Hi, I'm Mandy Starling, and I am here with Jimmy Burnsett, and we are at Bryan County Bank. How are you doing?
I am doing fine, thank you, ma'am.
You're the chairman here at the bank, right?
That's correct.
Okay, and you're also really involved in the community. Also.
Yes, I'm chairman of the Bryan County Commissioners, and also chairman of the Health Board for Bryan County. Bryan County is still a growing community compared to some communities. We've been through a little bit of a recession like everybody else, but we were in 2009, we were the 13th fastest growing county in Georgia and in the top 100 in the entire United States. The home building industry was our biggest industry for many years, and we've got some very fine subdivisions, a lot of rivers and marshes, and just some beautiful places to live. We've got a diverse group of people. We get a lot of people from the military, of course, that have moved here from other parts of the country, plus other people who've moved in and work at various industries in Savannah.
Right. Now, how long have you, or this location has been here, the bank has been here?
We formed the bank in December 1989, so we've been here a little over 21 years.
Okay. And you have a second location now, right?
Right. We have one on Highway 17 south, which is a few miles away.
And you're going to be at the parade, watching the parade?
Oh, yes. I ride in the parade every year as chairman of the county commission. We always have a car in the parade. We've got all kinds of activities going on that weekend.
Right. And the tour of homes,
the tour of homes as well, yeah. And that's always a big event, and a lot of people participate in that. And a lot of people come from Savannah because a lot of people in Savannah either have relatives here or friends here, so they come down and participate too.
Well, I cannot wait till the Christmas parade, and I will certainly see you there.
Okay. We are looking forward to it, too.
All right. Thank you so much,
All right.
Jimmy.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Welcome back to the second floor of City Hall, the grandstand viewing area of the Richmond Hill Christmas Parade, 16th annual parade, a sweet candy Christmas. And Mandy Starling, Steve Gregory here. I've had a wonderful time today. It's been a great day for parade.
Yes,
We've seen a lot of beautiful things, and I'm ready for Christmas.
Exactly. I am, too. I'm feeling the Christmas spirit. Our next interview will be with Miss Margaret Judy, who is one of our past Grand Marshals and one of the oldest living employees from the Henry Ford plantation, which is really neat. So take it away and
Enjoy.
see. I'm Mandy Starling, and I am here with Miss Margaret Judy, who was the Grand Marshal in 2007. Can you tell me what type of car that you're going to be riding in?
Well, I will be riding in a Lincoln this year. And why I'm riding in a Lincoln is because the Lincoln was Mrs. Clara Ford's car. I would like for the people of Richmond Hill really to know more about Mrs. Clara Ford. After Mr. Ford died in April of 1947, Mrs. Clara Ford took over until she passed away in 1950. Mrs. Clara Ford has a great part in this Richmond Hill. Had it not been for her, I don't know what Richmond Hill would have been by now. I am the only living one that worked in the Richmond Hill plantation office. Okay. And as far as I know, the only living employee that worked for the plantation. I was the switchboard operator. I wasn't the first switchboard operator because I came on board in 1944, and everything was in operation by Mr. Ford by 1936. Okay. And I have written and completed a book that is primarily about my life, really, not about Mr. Ford or Mrs. Clara Ford. Part of it is a lot how I was affiliated with them.
Well, we look forward to seeing that, and you'll have to let us know when it comes out. And we look forward to seeing you in the Christmas parade also.
Well, good. I hope to be there.
All right. Well, thank you for having us.
Thank you.
And we're back live and in living color here at the second story of the City Hall building in Richmond Hill for the 16th annual Richmond Hill Christmas Parade. Again, our theme today has been a sweet candy Christmas, and I will remind the folks tuning in today that the program, the parade, will be rebroadcast at a later time. Of course, it's taped live, so all of the mistakes that we've made today, Mandy, will come across in the taped. The replay of it once again.
It will. Christmas Eve and Christmas Day.
Including me stammering here now as I'm doing. But.
You are fine, Steve. You did a great job.
Well, of course, now if we're watching this on Christmas Day, as soon as this is over with, I'm going to run eat some turkey. So.
And I'm going to have some of that pecan pie.
Oh, boy. And by this time, we'll have already unwrapped all of our presents. Are you expecting a special gift this year?
I'm not sure. I haven't been able to sit on Santa's lap yet and ask for a special gift. I need to do that. You know it.
If you had the opportunity, what would you ask him for? Just in case somebody watching at home may get a hint to what to pick you up this year.
I think I want a trip to Jamaica. Does that sound good?
That sounds good. Spend Christmas on Christmas Island. Absolutely. Well, we've seen a lot of wonderful things in the parade today. Have met a lot of wonderful folks who all came out to work hard on putting the floats together. The kids that have been in the bands, the marching bands, practicing and getting their steps right and taking care of all of that. And we definitely want to thank the folks who made this possible in terms of our sponsors. Of course, Coastal Chevrolet, our major sponsor, and the rest of the folks who have made it possible for the parade coverage to be on the air here on CW13. We have a special guest as soon as we come back.
It's a holiday of savings event at Coastal Chevrolet. Get the best year-end savings on our full Chevy lineup today.
Right now, the 44 MPG Chevy Cruze, just $149 per month. 2011 Camaro Coupes get 3.9% APR plus $1,000 bonus cash. 2011 Suburbans and Tahoes, buy at factory invoice, get 0% for 72 months plus $500 holiday bonus cash.
Happy holidays from Coastal Chevrolet, saving you the most on the coast.
A special guest with us today, none other than Kris Kringle, the Claus himself. Santa, how are you this year?
Oh, we're good. How are you guys doing today? It's a wonderful day for parade, wasn't it?
It is. It is. It's a very beautiful day.
It sure is. A lot warmer than the North Pole these days.
That's true, but you're in the South.
I know it. Got to come south sometime.
Exactly. So were you able to throw out candy for the parade?
I was just a waiver today. We let the kids do all the throwing of the candy because I got to get my arms in shape for throwing presents.
That
General
is exactly
attitude here, Santa. Now, not going to tell any tales today, but naughty or nice?
Oh, she's on the nice list. Very easy.
And what information did you get on me?
You really want to know?
Don't believe those rumors, Santa. I've been a good boy this year. Overall, in general, the kids of Richmond Hill, what do you think? Naughty or nice this year?
They're all on the top of my nice list. All of them. They've really been good. Really, really been good. So it's going to be a good Christmas. They're really going to get special treats this year.
Well, we sure did enjoy the parade, and it was a mighty long parade, too.
It was a wonderful parade. See all the good people of Richmond Hill. Just a beautiful day for it. All the friendly people. You couldn't ask for a better day.
And you rode in on your sleigh with the horse?
Yes, my horse-drawn sleigh.
Horse-drawn sleigh.
Yep.
It was beautiful, that horse.
His name is Charlie.
Wonderful. Santa, we thank you for being with us today, and we know you've got to get back to the North Pole, take care of those last-minute preparations, Christmas before Christmas Eve, and we hope to see you there on Christmas Eve. Thank you very much for being with us.
Thank you guys. Very Merry Christmas to everybody. You all have a great Christmas, and I'll see you on Christmas Eve. Take care.
Thank you, folks, for being a part of our celebration here today, the 16th Annual Richmond Hill Christmas Parade.
Sweet Candy Christmas. We do appreciate you joining us, and Merry Christmas to you and all your family.
Thanks to the folks from Coastal Chevrolet and the folks at WGSA Final Cut Productions. God bless us one and all. Tiny Tim said, and Merry Christmas.
Happy holidays.
No presents for your tree, no candy for your socks. When he starts to boogie, the whole town rocks, baby.
It's a holiday of savings event at Coastal Chevrolet. Get the best year-end savings on our full Chevy lineup today.
Right now, the 44 MPG Chevy Cruze, just $149 per month. 2011 Camaro Coupes get 3.9% APR plus $1,000 bonus cash. 2011 Suburbans and Tahoes, buy at factory invoice, get 0% for 72 months plus $500 holiday bonus cash.
Happy holidays from Coastal Chevrolet, saving you the most on the coast.
Having to take prescription medications shouldn't keep your kids from being kids. At Richmond Hill Pharmacy, we know the importance of providing kid-friendly medications and flavors they love and in forms that are easy for them to take. We provide expert medication counseling and interaction screening and work with you and your pediatrician to tailor dosages just for them. Personal attention to your whole family's health